Imagine biting into a candy bar so perfectly balanced that it feels like a tiny orchestra in your mouth, crisp, crunchy, smooth, and creamy all at once. That's what makes Twix one of America's favorite treats. But have you ever wondered what really goes into making those golden caramel and chocolate-covered biscuit bars? Today we're stepping deep inside the Twix factory to discover how this legendary candy comes to life, from raw ingredients to the shiny wrappers stacked on store shelves. This isn't just a story about candy, it's about innovation, tradition, and the little details that make a simple bite of chocolate unforgettable. Twix has a fascinating history that goes far beyond the checkout aisle. Originally created in the United Kingdom in 1967 by Mars Incorporated, it was first known as Raider in several European countries. It wasn't until the early 1990s that the brand unified under the name Twix, a clever combination of twin and mix, referring to its famous two-finger bars and blend of biscuit, caramel, and chocolate. The treat didn't take long to make its way across the Atlantic, landing in the United States in 1979. From that moment, Americans fell in love with its unique texture, a crunchy shortbread base topped with soft caramel, wrapped in silky milk chocolate. Over the decades, Mars has introduced variations like peanut butter Twix, white chocolate Twix, and cookies and cream Twix, but the original golden classic remains a staple in households and Halloween buckets nationwide. Walking into the Twix factory feels like stepping into a chocolate lover's dream. The air is thick with the scent of cocoa, butter, and sugar, and everywhere you look, conveyor belts are carrying hundreds of golden biscuits in neat, endless rows. The process begins with the dough, a simple yet crucial foundation. Large industrial mixers churn together flour, sugar, and butter into a smooth, golden dough that smells warm and inviting. The dough is then rolled out into perfectly flat sheets before high-speed cutters slice it into those recognizable finger-shaped biscuits. Each piece is carefully spaced as it glides onto massive oven racks. Inside the industrial ovens, the biscuits bake until they reach a golden brown perfection, crispy, light, and sturdy enough to hold their caramel and chocolate partners. When they emerge, the biscuits crackle softly as they cool, waiting for the next delicious step. The caramel layer is just as important as the biscuit. Workers heat large vats of sugar, butter, and cream, carefully monitoring the temperature so the caramel reaches the perfect consistency, gooey but not runny, chewy but not hard. Once ready, the caramel is spread evenly across each biscuit finger in a neat layer. Machines work with surgical precision to make sure every bar looks identical, with just enough caramel to complement the crunch without overwhelming it. As the bars travel along conveyor belts, they move into a cooling tunnel where carefully regulated air helps the caramel set. This step ensures the caramel won't drip or collapse under the chocolate later, keeping the bar's famous structure intact. Now comes the best part, the chocolate curtain. Vast tanks of melted milk chocolate are kept at just the right temperature, glossy and smooth. As the caramel-topped biscuits pass through, a cascading curtain of chocolate covers them from every angle, creating that flawless, mouth-watering finish. Any extra chocolate is removed by vibrations and air jets, ensuring a consistent coating. Sometimes, textured rollers add a subtle pattern on top of the bars before they head into cooling tunnels again, where the chocolate hardens to a firm, glossy shell. At this stage, you're looking at something that finally resembles the Twix you'd grab off a store shelf, though the journey isn't finished yet. Before packaging, each bar undergoes a careful inspection. Machines and trained workers check for consistency. No cracks, no uneven coatings, no caramel leaking out. Approved bars are then wrapped in Twix's signature golden foil, which helps protect freshness and makes them instantly recognizable. From there, they're boxed in multipacks or stacked onto pallets ready for distribution. Trucks carry them to retailers across America, making sure that whether you're in New York or Los Angeles, you're never too far from a Twix bar. That final crunch and chew balance, crisp biscuit, soft caramel, smooth chocolate, is the payoff of this precise and highly engineered process. Twix has also become famous for its playful marketing. Who can forget the Left Twix versus Right Twix campaign? It's a cheeky way of suggesting that even though both sides are identical, fans might pick favorites. This tongue-in-cheek rivalry kept the brand in the cultural spotlight and gave people something fun to debate over while unwrapping their snack. Twix has also experimented with limited-time flavors like Twix Java in 2008, which added a coffee-flavored layer for caffeine lovers. While it didn't stick around forever, fans still remember it fondly, proving just how versatile this candy bar can be. But Twix isn't the only sweet icon with a rich backstory. Another classic treat with a special place in American hearts is the Tootsie Roll. Known for its chocolatey flavor and chewy texture, the Tootsie Roll is one of the oldest and most beloved candies in the country. It was first created in 1896 by Austrian immigrant Leo Hirschfeld, who wanted to invent a chocolate candy that wouldn't melt easily in the heat. Using his daughter's nickname, Tootsie, he gave the candy its iconic name. Sold for just a penny, Tootsie Rolls quickly became a hit thanks to their affordability and durability. During World War II, Tootsie Rolls became even more important. They were included in soldiers' rations because they provided quick energy, lasted a long time without spoiling, and didn't melt under harsh conditions. For many servicemen, Tootsie Rolls were a taste of home in the middle of war, and their popularity only grew when soldiers returned stateside. Over the years, the company expanded with hits like Tootsie Pops in the 1930s, cementing its place in candy history. Even today, Tootsie Rolls remain largely unchanged, still wrapped in that iconic brown and white paper, still chewy, still nostalgic. Inside the Tootsie Roll factory, the process is just as mesmerizing as Twix, though the recipe is entirely different. Large mixers blend sugar, corn syrup, cocoa, and condensed milk into a thick, sticky mass. As the mixture heats, the smell of warm chocolate fills the air, reminding you of childhood candy shops. The cooked blend is then transferred to kneading machines that stretch and fold it repeatedly. This step works much like kneading dough but on an industrial scale, incorporating just the right amount of air to keep the candy chewy without making it too soft. Timing is critical. Knead it too long and the candy becomes tough, too short and it won't hold its shape. Once the perfect texture is achieved, the candy is pulled into long ropes and cut into bite-sized pieces. Each one is wrapped individually, which was actually a groundbreaking innovation when it was first introduced. Tootsie Rolls were the first U.S. candies to be individually wrapped, which made them more hygienic and convenient to carry around. That simple packaging choice played a huge role in their rise to fame. Watching the finished rolls tumble off conveyor belts into bins before being packed is oddly satisfying. A sweet reminder of just how much work goes into even the simplest-looking candy. Together, Twix and Tootsie Rolls represent two very different kinds of American candy traditions. Twix is sleek, modern, and engineered for layered texture perfection, while Tootsie Rolls are nostalgic, humble, and comforting in their simplicity. Yet both share a common thread. They've stood the test of time because they offer more than just sugar. They offer memories, little moments of joy, and the comfort of consistency in a changing world. Whether you're biting into a crispy caramel-coated Twix or unwrapping a chewy Tootsie Roll, you're tasting more than candy, you're tasting history, craftsmanship, and a little piece of cultural identity. Have you ever wondered how some of America's most beloved snacks are actually made? We grab them off the shelves without a second thought, but behind every piece of candy or crunchy cracker lies a fascinating journey of machines, precision, and creativity that transforms simple ingredients into iconic treats. Today we're pulling back the curtain to explore two classics, the chewy chocolatey Tootsie Roll and the playful, smiley Goldfish Cracker. Each of these snacks has its own story, and both are produced in ways that show just how far food technology has come. By the end, you'll never look at your snack drawer the same way again. Let's start with the candy aisle favorite that's been around for generations, the Tootsie Roll. Once the candy mixture has been properly kneaded and worked to the right consistency, it's ready to head into powerful rolling machines. These machines flatten the thick candy mass into long continuous sheets or strips, depending on the exact product size. Imagine rivers of chocolatey dough stretching across steel conveyors, glistening under bright factory lights. Cooling fans and chilled rollers kick into action, gradually lowering the temperature. Without this stage, the sticky candy would be too soft to handle, but the cooling ensures it can move smoothly through the next phases. Slowly, those familiar chewy strips begin to take shape, and the aroma of cocoa fills the air. From here, the long candy strips move into high-speed cutting machines. These cutters are engineered to slice with absolute precision, making sure every single piece is uniform in size and weight. Consistency is key. Not only does it make for a better eating experience, but it also guarantees that each bag or box delivers exactly what you expect. For the classic Tootsie Roll, the machine cuts the candy into small cylindrical pieces, those little chocolate logs we've all unwrapped as kids. Watching them tumble down the line is mesmerizing, a waterfall of identical sweets rolling toward the next stop. Right after cutting, the candies are swept into automatic wrapping machines. This is where old-world candy-making charm meets modern speed. The wrappers spin and fold around each piece at lightning pace, sealing in freshness and giving each Tootsie Roll its recognizable paper twist. Once wrapped, the candies are automatically sorted. Some head into small retail bags perfect for Halloween trick-or-treat bowls or lunchbox treats. Others are packed into bulk boxes or variety packs for supermarkets and wholesalers. High-speed packing machines count each piece with astonishing accuracy, ensuring every package contains the exact number of candies promised. Finally, the bags and boxes are sealed tight, protecting that chewy goodness during transport. Labels are applied, the packages are sorted according to their destination, and everything is stacked onto pallets. From there, the candies travel to distributors, retailers, and stores around the world, ready to end up in your pantry. But while Tootsie Rolls bring chewy nostalgia, the Goldfish Cracker delivers something else entirely: playfulness in every bite. These tiny fish-shaped crackers, with their light crunch and cheesy flavor, have become a household staple. Whether tucked into kids' lunch boxes, shared at parties, or poured straight from the bag during a movie night, Goldfish have captured hearts with both taste and personality. And believe it or not, their origin story is just as whimsical as their shape. Goldfish crackers were first created in 1958 by Swiss biscuit maker Oscar J. Camley. He designed them as a playful gift for his wife, inspired by her astrological sign, Pisces. The quirky fish-shaped crackers quickly became popular in Switzerland, where they were sold under the name Goldfishily. Just a few years later, in 1962, Margaret Rutkin, the founder of Pepperidge Farm, discovered them during a trip abroad. She instantly saw their potential for the American market. At first, they were marketed as a sophisticated snack for adults, sitting alongside other premium Pepperidge Farm crackers. But it didn't take long for the company to realize these smiling little fish were perfect for children too. By the early 1990s, Goldfish crackers even got their famous smiling face, plus a mascot named Finn who became a kid-friendly ambassador. From then on, Goldfish became more than just food, they became fun. Today, the production process of Goldfish is as fascinating as their history. It all begins with carefully sourced ingredients: enriched flour, real cheddar cheese, vegetable oils, and seasonings. These ingredients are poured into massive industrial mixers that churn and knead until the dough reaches the perfect consistency. The cheese blends evenly, giving the crackers their unmistakable cheddar punch. At this point, the dough is soft and pliable, ideal for shaping. From there, it's rolled out on conveyors into large sheets, spread perfectly flat and ready for cutting. This is where the magic happens. Specialized rollers press the dough to the right thickness, and then rows of fish-shaped cutters stamp out thousands of tiny crackers at once. Each one, complete with a smiling face, pops cleanly out of the sheet. The sight is almost playful, a school of golden fish taking shape before your eyes. Once stamped, the little crackers head off toward the oven. The baking process is critical, and it's what transforms these bits of dough into the crunchy, airy crackers we love. The fish-shaped dough rides along conveyor belts through long tunnel ovens, where carefully controlled heat works its magic. The cheese melts and blends with the dough, while the outer layer crisps up just enough to deliver that signature crunch. As they bake, the crackers turn a warm golden color, filling the factory with the irresistible aroma of cheddar. Timing is everything: too little and the crackers stay soft, too much and they dry out. The result is a perfectly balanced cracker, light and flavorful in every bite. Once baked, the crackers need to cool before packaging. They travel along open-air conveyors, gradually reaching room temperature. Watching them move in neat rows, you can see how efficiently the process is designed, not a cracker out of place. By the time they reach the end of the line, they're crisp, cool, and ready to be bagged. Large hoppers funnel the crackers into precise portions for each package, ensuring every bag is filled just right. High-speed filling machines drop the crackers in, sealing each bag tightly to lock in freshness. From there, the bags are boxed, stacked, and shipped to grocery stores across the country. It's a seamless process designed to produce millions of bags every day, each one delivering that same nostalgic crunch. What makes Goldfish crackers even more special is Pepperidge Farm's ongoing effort to meet modern expectations. Many of the bright colors and flavored varieties come not from artificial dyes, but from natural ingredients like beet juice, paprika, and turmeric. This commitment to simpler ingredients appeals to families looking for cleaner snacks. On top of that, the company has been working to reduce energy and water use in production, improve recycling efforts, and explore eco-friendly packaging options. Sustainability isn't just a buzzword here. It's a promise that the snacks of today won't compromise the resources of tomorrow. And of course, Goldfish remain rooted in fun. Their famous slogan, "The snack that smiles back," perfectly captures the spirit of the brand. More than just food, these crackers feel like companions, especially for children who see each fish as a tiny friend. But they've also held on to their appeal with adults, offering a bite of nostalgia that takes us back to childhood in the simplest, most delicious way. When you look at a bag of Goldfish or unwrap a Tootsie Roll, it's easy to forget the intricate journey behind each one. From massive mixing machines and precision cutters to high-speed ovens and automated packagers, the process is a blend of engineering and artistry. These factories don't just make snacks, they create traditions, memories, and moments of joy that connect generations. The next time you reach into your snack drawer for something sweet or savory, take a second to think about the story inside that wrapper. Behind every bite is a carefully crafted process designed to bring consistency, flavor, and just a little bit of happiness into your day.